Hi guys, and welcome to this video. In this video, I'm going to help you put everything together with Flippa. So, as we've looked at on YouTube, you've got the niche, you've got the site, you've got the content, and you've got the listing. They're like the four main parts to sell a site on Flippa. The niche is the niche area, obviously. The site is how the site's made, like the structure. The content is the content, like SEO and set up correctly. And the listing is actually the Flipper listing. Okay, but there's certain things with those areas that you can do to increase your chances of making a sale on Flipper and actually creating a successful site in terms of sales. So when we look at the niche, for instance, there's lots of niches that you can pick and there's many that are profitable. But one of the best ways of picking a niche, if you want to flip a site quickly, is to see what's selling well on Flipper that is built in a specific way and then replicating that. So if I look at some of the most active sites here, and then I take a look at this one just right at the top for argument's sake. This will load up now, one sec. View listing. Doesn't seem to be loading up, but I can here we go. So the reason why, if something's really popular, you've got here 84 bids and it's got 12 days left and it's got 117 watchers. Now, it's not strictly that you go for a site just like this. There is a certain criteria. You want to make sure that it's not a really aged site as a rule. You want to make sure that it's something that you can replicate. And ideally, you want to make sure that it's in a good niche. And the other thing that you want to make sure is that it's a site that is getting a lot of traffic via SEO. But I can explain the main reason is when you've got a lot of watchers and when you've got a lot of bids, not everyone's going to win this site. So if you then have a site that is a good site and built and replicated, you're going to be able to make a quicker sale on Flippa. And then the next thing is being able to actually set the site up and the layout and how it actually looks and so on. And then the next thing is the content, right? And the content is in a certain way so it's actually going to rank, and SEOing it and all of that stuff. Okay, what I'm doing, putting it all together. This is the thing that you want to do. You want to make sure that you go for a niche that's very, as we had a look at here, you want to make sure that on Flipper you go for a niche that's really active or highest price or most profitable, and make sure that you're looking at blog and review sites, and then make sure that the traffic comes from SEO and that it's not too aged. That's a really good idea. The other thing that you need to know to be able to put this all together is the content and the actual layout of the site. You need to have that down. There's no way around that apart from learning how to do it. If you just create any old site, it might sell, but there's a good chance that it won't sell. So you want to be able to create real content and so on. And then the listing, you basically, the more you can add in there in terms of value, like helping out, transfer, and so on, that will really, really help when you're putting this together. What I'm actually doing, I'm going to put the link in the description, is I'm doing something called the Flipper Sniper Coaching. I'll just show you this. I was inspired to do this because I did a webinar and all of this stuff that we're talking about now. And what I thought I'd do quite simply is set up a group that allows you to get the help that you need and allows you to make your first flip in just 3 weeks. So what it is um, it's a coaching group limited to just 5 people that will allow you to make your first flip in just 3 weeks. All you have to do is follow through and you're going to get weekly tasks. Okay, it's only 3 weeks coaching. There's one session a week, and all you do is you take what we cover in the session and you implement it, and then when the second week comes you implement that, and then when the third week comes you implement that. If it takes a little bit longer, that's absolutely fine, but you'll be able to get up and running. You've also got 3 niches to pick from as well. I'm going to pick them out. I'm going to give you the content and the keywords and show you how to rewrite that to get you moving faster. And I'm going to give you step-by-step tasks and complete recordings. So what this does is if you want help with this specific task. I covered it in a webinar, but I got the idea for this because even with a webinar, it's more information. People loved it. I thought it was a fantastic webinar, if I do say so myself, but it just leaves a lot of people with, I've got all this information and I don't know how to apply it. So if you want a coaching group where you're able to apply this stuff, really simply, the main aim is to get you flipping a site in just 3 weeks from now. New domain, new hosting, new setup, and I'll show you how to build and flip the site in just 3 weeks or less. If you're brand new and you have to learn how to install WordPress and how to put it might take a little bit longer, but I'm giving you very, very simple tasks to follow and get results. And I'm picking out the best niches to be able to do it. That's why I'm limiting it to 5, is not because I can't do it with more, but I want to make sure that you get results. So we start this on Monday, October the 3rd at 11 a.m. EST. Eastern time, sorry, and it will be completely recorded as well. But there's very, very limited spots. So if you want to get in on this, do get in below. I've made it really, really affordable to get in, and you will be able to put all this together and start getting results. I'd love to have you with me. I think it will really, really help you. So click the link below, get in, and I will see you there. But they're the main things that you need to do to be able to put all of this together. All right, guys, and I'll see you there.